annexation for purposes of the council, I think. As far as the numbers.
Not necessarily.
I would suggest that it can't count for the annexation, but would not count against. In other words, the people who made a deliberate decision against it, that is one column. So you're basically going to have three columns,
Mhm.
for, against, and
No
not
response.
contacted.
Yeah, I mean, it's just,
But-
if you look at from statistics standpoint, 90% of those 25 would still vote for it from that standpoint. But
Correct.
yeah, but of the people who did not respond, they were still notified though, right?
Correct. We sent out 2 mailings to all homeowners, asking for their response by mail.
Okay.
Once that deadline passed on the 1st of November, we went door to door to the homeowners who didn't respond.
Okay.
We just could never get an answer from that homeowner.
Okay. Well, you started the process.
Keith, you want to give me the,
Yes.
I have a question. Napa Ridge is in Billtown Farms or
Silver Oaks,
Silver Oaks.
Okay,
the Silver Oaks petition.
okay. I thought you were from Billtown Farms. I'm going, oh, wait a minute, we're skipping over a subdivision.
No,
Okay.
no.
I do have a quick question though. I might be opening a can of worms. Those people that said they didn't want to be part of Jeffersontown, did they give a reason?
Sometimes people just say it because they don't want to pay
The
any more
taxes.
taxes. Sometimes they just don't like more government, but I'll let you answer too.
We had quite a few that are working at home now. So they were concerned about having to pay increased property taxes plus increased income tax.
Occupational.
they're working
Understand.
from their
There we
house.
go. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you
Thank
for
you.
presenting. We'll turn that over to the next administration.
What we gonna do?
You gotta, you do what I did when we bring it back. You have
Okay.
Jimmy and Chief look at it and do the whole 9 yards of annexation. Next person is a person that does not need introduction. He has been a part of this town for many years and he has helped us at the graveyard, taking care of it for many years. What's your name though?
Mike Mason.
What's your name? Mr. Mason.
Mr. Mason. That's my father. Well, he's passed. That was my father's Mr. Mason.
I'm like,
Hey, how are you guys? I won't take up much of your time. I really just didn't need anything. I really just wanted to, first of all, congratulate Carol on
Thank
the
you.
win, and then as well as the other council persons. Pam's the only other new one here today, so congratulations and congratulations to all the new people. And I also wanted to, I felt it on my heart that I wanted to speak just because I wanted to thank specifically all of you all, but then I also wanted to thank Brian for your service to our community. Your attentiveness, I've only been coming for about a year and made a poor running at it, but just want to thank you for your attentiveness. Thank you for your service to the community. You're a valuable asset and you will truly be missed. And I hope that you will continue to serve our community. Also, Ray, same thing. I know that I appreciate the folks that stand up and say what's on their mind. Brian does it every time. Ray does it every time. Thank you for your fiscal responsibility, Ray. I know it doesn't always translate to good and warm and fuzzy feelings for folks, but the opinions and the perspectives of others is very, very important to our community. And I just want to say that it is important. And I hope that as our new council comes on, we have a lot of new people, and groupthink is a bad thing. And I would challenge the council that's remaining to not do that. It's not what's best for our community. Having people that disagree with you is not a bad thing. It drives perspective. It makes you come to a better solution for the community at large. So I hope you two will hear that from me as a J-Town business person, as well as a resident. Please, please, please keep coming, keep giving back to our community because we need you. And then finally, Mayor Dariff, thank you for everything you've done. I felt obligated and just, I don't even know the right words. I'm a landscaper, so I don't have a lot of good words, but what you've done for me personally, as well as this community, I'm not sure that everybody can even recognize it. So thank you for that. I truly think that our community at large, man, we missed the boat.
they did.
And we we missed the boat, and that's unfortunate. And I'll say it and record it here. I don't care, whatever, right? But I hope that you continue to serve not only our community, our state, and whatever you have in your future. I'm praying for you. God bless you. Thank you very much for everything you've done for our community. Thank you,
Thanks,
sir.
Mike.
Mike, if I could, you are a great asset to the community as well. And I was pulling for you in this election, as you well know.
Sure.
And I would like, if it's possible, as time goes on, and I see that we have openings on different boards, I would like to call upon you to serve on one of those boards once I get in.
Yeah, thank you very much, Carol. I will always raise my hand to serve my community.
Okay.
And you know, I kind of got talked into this. To be honest with you, a friend of mine's like, "Dude, you got to run." And I was like, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. And,
Just
you
keep
know what I
on.
mean?
It'll happen.
Yeah, the timing's not right. I mean, like at the end of the day, it's the timing isn't right, and that's cool. That's awesome.
Just keep on.
And Mayor Durf can tell you, and Ray can tell you. I know, and I think everybody can. I'll show up. I'll do the work. You know what I mean? Whatever it takes. I believe in our community. I'm as proud as anybody is. And I know that all, like Pam is here, all the other candidates that ran that won, Trina and Allison, I know they have tons of pride for the community. And I hope that we will continue to push forward, continue to grow, and continue the legacy that not only Bill Durf left, but Danny Ruckriegel and those before him. I live here. I plan on going nowhere. And so
Okay, well,
unfortunately you'll have to
I'll
see
call
me.
you.
So I understand. Thank you very much.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate you guys.
Uh-huh.
Thank all of you all for what you do. Got a nice look at what happens at city council for the last year, and I'll continue to come as a citizen. I think it's important. And as a business owner, maybe even more so, especially
agree.
in the coming years and weeks and months and that kind of a thing.
I agree. Thank you, Mike.
Yes,
Merry
thanks.
Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Mike. Thank you.
Thank you.
Reading of the minutes, December 6, 2022.
Mayor, I would move that those minutes be approved as distributed.
Second.
Any objections, corrections, or conversation? Hearing none, all in favor, please say aye. Opposed, like sign. Motion carries unanimous. Reading of minutes, December 13th, 2022, special council meeting.
Mayor, I would move that those minutes as well be approved as distributed.
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, like sign. Motion carries unanimous. General fund warrant 1575.
I make a motion for approval of general fund warrant number 1575 be approved as distributed.
Second.
Any discussion, corrections? Brian?
Come on, Brian.
That's your last meeting. You should ask what's on page
You know,
3 or.
I wasn't going to ask.
Wait a second.
Come on, you can't be shy now.
I wasn't going to, I'll tell you what.
Don't
then-
tell me you went to Bill Fox
I-
ahead of time.
Oh, well, the one sheet of paper that with, I had two, I had question. I think it's on page 14. 14 is, scroll, let me see. We had a big expenditure on,
Well, keep going.
wait a minute.
$100,000 there. Is that big enough?
No,
Okay.
it was actually like a $40,000 expenditure
I'm on page 14.
and it had to do with, I'm thinking off the top of my head, I thought it was 14, but no, it's not 14 then. Let's go back one page.
There was a 40. There was a 40 on page 13.
There was,
Right in the middle.
4,000.
no, it's a 4,000, isn't it?
Sorry.
Okay, well, it had to do with, I thought a road, I know what it was. Okay. On corner Waterston Trail and, Waterston Trail and Plant Side at the Wagner Electric Company. I saw we had expenditure of about $40,000 that we paid to Wagner for. Was it a drainage issue?
No, we agreed to put the wall up or partner with them to put that wall up. Have you seen the wall that's put up there?
I have not seen the wall.
If you were at the corner of Waterston Trail and Terrace Road, there is a paper wall that's up. And we agreed to partner with them. And the total expenditure was $80,000. We let them put the bid out and handle all the construction. And they're doing landscaping, whatever else. But so we sent the check directly to them after the completion of the project.
That's Waterston Trail and Plant Side though, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Okay, that was the question. I didn't know if it was a drainage issue, that
It's beautification.
beautification. Okay,
So they came to you and asked you to do that?
We've
Okay,
been
how
working on
that
it for about
worked?
2 years. and trying to see. One time we thought Public Works could do it. We had a guy that works for us that does that type of, and we put it out, and then we realized how expensive it was, how detailed it was going to be. Try to work with the state on going on the, but with sidewalks and
Right.
everything else in there. Couldn't get anything working with state, so we just backed it out into their property. And since it's on their property, we let them perform the service and made them responsible for
Maintain it.
maintaining it in the future. Yeah. So
Okay.
hopefully the next council will look at the other side, because the other side has the wall that's falling down. It won't need to be that big, but it'll at least clean up that whole corner, because before the Wagner side looked pretty bad.
That's a retainage wall though, isn't it? Yes, they got to do something. Oh, that was the main question I had. So thank you.
Thank you for having the last question. We were all going to be really disappointed if you didn't speak up, buddy. So hearing no other questions, I entertain a motion for approval.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, like sign, motion carries. Road fund warrant 962.
Make a motion, we approve road fund warrant 962 as distributed.
Second.
All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries unanimous. Second reading of ordinance 1436 series 2022, an ordinance relating to amending the classification of employees to accommodate the raises that will be coming through the police department that may also be reflected on other employees. It also takes the position of the person that is renting our facilities from part-time to full-time and eliminates 2 part-time employees.
Make
The
a
first
motion
reading.
for approval of second reading ordinance number 1436 series 2022 by title only.
Second.
Any discussion? Sorry, hearing none, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries unanimous.
Second reading of ordinance number 1436, series 2022, an ordinance relating to the amendment of ordinance number 1428, series 2022, and a series of additional ordinances as identified on the agenda relating to compensation and classification of city employees in the city of Jeffersontown, Kentucky. That concludes second reading. You may entertain a motion to approve.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion carries unanimous. Committee reports, Ray.
Well, this being my final meeting, I'd just like to say it's been an honor serving the people of Jeffersontown the last 14 years. I'm not a good politician, and I speak my mind, and I know that irritates some people. But every vote I have made have always been in what I thought was for the best for our citizens. And a lot of people like to focus on the 20% of the time that I disagree with the majority of the council. They forget about the 80% of the time that we agreed, and that's unfortunate. Things have worked out. I've seen a lot of improvement in Jeffersontown in the last 14 years. The times we disagreed, would my way have been better? I think so, but it doesn't mean that it didn't work out the way it was. And I spoke quite a bit with Carol the last few weeks, and I have a lot of confidence in her going forward. She's expressed to me that she will not put us back in debt or raise taxes, and that was a big thing to me. And I wish her all the luck in the world.
Thank you.
What's important is that the city of Jeffersontown continue to move forward. And that's all I have.
Thanks, Ray. Appreciate it. Brian,
Mayor,
you are allowed to leave your seat at this time.
I would
if you
like,
so
I
choose.
request, I've got 2 reasons I want to move down here for a second.
Doesn't follow Robert's Rules of Order, but we're going to let you do it anyway.
This is the first time the rules have.
I still have the gavel.
Council, I've wanted to address the council from this spot tonight, because for the first time in 12 years, I get to see what everyone else sees when they come in here. I've never got to see everybody from here. And I think it's important because you are a remarkable council. This is an end of an era. I've really appreciated the last 12 years. What's remarkable about the last 12 years is the fact that everything that's occurred in those 12 years, we've had a marriage, we've had a divorce, we've seen wonderful things, the birth of children, we've seen our own children graduate, go on to good things. We've laughed at a lot of things. We've cried at the loss of loved ones, including 2 of our colleagues who passed away while in office. What we're losing here tonight, and what we have collectively right here, is 146 years between the 8th council and the mayor. That's a lot of years. And I'm excited for the next administration. 12 years ago, we had 4 new people come in. I was one of those 4. And we're getting ready to have 3 more, of which Pam Hickey will be one of those 3. That's exciting because any organization, any body of government that hopes to be stronger and grow, you need that. And so I'm very excited for what's going to happen with the next administration. The other reason I wanted to see from here, because there's only 2 other people in this room tonight, other than myself, who knows what happened 22 years ago here. And that's Bill Deriff and Carol Pike, because they were in the chambers when this young man here was appointed to an open position vacated by Clay Foreman when he ascended to the mayor's position and vacated his seat. I was here that night. And what you 2 may not remember is I was the last applicant. I was the last one to come in and speak that night. Yeah, you don't remember. I know you don't remember, but I remember every bit of it. I remember passing Bill in the hallway when he spoke. You were one of the first. You might have been the first speaker, Bill. I remember passing you in the hallway, but you couldn't back then. You couldn't. You had to stand out there and come in. You couldn't sit in here and listen. So I was the last one. Council made the right decision then by putting Bill in, and the council, I believe, is, or I should say, the community has made a wonderful decision with everyone that's up here tonight, and I'm so happy to have been a part of that. You know, it's the remarkable thing is we are an extension of each other's family. So you have all been an extension of my family, and vice versa. And I thank you for that. And I look forward to seeing you more in the community. Mike, I may not be down there cutting grass with you, but I will see you too. But that's it. That's really, I wanted to see everybody from here because it meant a lot to me 22 years ago. Now, I didn't get on the council for another 10 years, but I was here 22 years ago doing that. So I just wanted to go out the same way I came in, if you will.
Are you leaving?
I'm going to sit down. I'm going to sit right here. So that's all. Oh, I do have a couple more notes I made. It won't take long, Ronnie. Actually, I felt I would be cheating the council if I didn't go out speaking a lot. So thank you very much. And I hope that God blesses each and every one of your homes and you all have a very, very Merry Christmas. We'll see each other next week, right? Next week. Yeah. Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, council.
Thank you.
Brian, you're
Thanks,
going to
man.
sit back up here because I'm going to have Matt or somebody take our picture eventually before it's over. So
You're-
get back up here.
You're not done till Ronnie says we're done.
That's right.
Yeah.
Tim,
Well, mine's going to look puny after this, but I didn't run for mayor, so my farewell will be a little shorter. I
Second.
just wanted to say, just real quick, Mike, you did a great job of summarizing or bringing a lot of things together. I honestly just want to say thanks for everybody's dedication to the city, to the citizens, and 12 years or 11 and a half that I've been on here. I appreciate everybody's input and opinions, so I'm not good at goodbyes, so thank you all.
Thank you again.
The planning and zoning has nothing to report. Forgot about that part of
of the committee report.
Finance doesn't have anything either, I don't
Thank
think.
you, Tim. Shirking my
Right.
job.
Or administrative.
Ronnie.
And the only thing I wish to say is, I wish you the best of luck in whatever adventure you go to. Carol, best of luck to you.
Thank you.
I'll be with you.
I need you.
Ray, I'm sorry, but your endeavors will live on forever. Brian,
Lay it on me.
nice talking to you. buddy. I have nothing to report.
You can't make me not love you, Ronnie. You know that.
Vince.
Public Works has no report, but I do want to thank you for your leadership, Mr. Mayor, and your integrity. I appreciate that. Appreciate working with you guys, and sorry to lose you too. But hopefully, I'll still get some advice from you guys. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Ron. Or Vince. Mark.
Nothing from economic development. I do have a couple other things. I do want to say, I know after the first meeting after the election, I kind of said a lot of stuff already, so I'll be short and sweet. But to Brian and Ray, thank you guys for both your service. I know I've worked with both of you guys on lots of different things throughout my 12 years here, and I think Mike said it best. It's always good to have dissenting opinions, and it's great that you guys are right next to each other for these last little bit, because it made it easy to hear the conversation and see the back and forth. But thank you guys both for your service to J-Town. It's been great working with you all. Mayor, it's been great too. I remember going into the hardware store, getting Aztec paint, talking to you about me maybe running one day, and it's great seeing what you've been able to do for the city. What you've been, not just on a small local level, but what you've done for the city's profile, not just throughout the county, but throughout the state. And you've done really great stuff. And we really respect your leadership and really appreciate the time that you've put towards the city. So, and really looking forward to the future, right? I'm really looking forward, Carol, really looking forward to 40 years that you've got of experience to draw from, for these next couple of years. So it'll be really great. So,
Thank you.
and then awesome job to everybody else. So I know we're all going through our good job speeches, but good job. I really, nothing else.
Thanks, Mark. Pam.
Well, I just want to say, first of all, Ray, it's me and you got elected at the same time. I'll never forget that, driving down to, was it Lexington KLC training and starting this new adventure together. And it's been a great experience, but you are a good council person. You've come up with some really great ideas, and you think outside the box, and and I appreciate everything you've done. And Brian, I wish I could channel your memory.
Me
'Cause
too.
I'm gonna miss that. You remember everything, and that's important up here, to remember things and numbers and things that were said or done in the past. And forgot to find a new person for the general fund warrant questions.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to go through that document, and that's important too. You brought up stuff out of there that I'm like, wow, okay. But I'm gonna miss you both, and it's bittersweet because I'm excited for Carol. I'm sad about you leaving. It's just been with you for 14 years, and it's. Is she?
Don't.
I didn't want to do that. Sorry, Carol. Ooh, okay. But you took the ground running when you got on. I mean, you had infrastructure problems. You had so much to deal with, and you accomplished so much. You should be very proud of yourself. Great. I'm done.
We're not getting a divorce.
Sorry.
Those two
Parks
crackers.
and Rec has nothing to report.
Other than Parks and Rec.
They staying on that.
Y'all are gonna need a lot of Kleenex up here with all these women. getting
I'm
ready to
telling you.
come on.
Carol.
Well, I'm not the person to talk.
You will be. You're gonna be the one here.
Get ready.
Well, first of all, I want to say goodbye, Ray. You put up a good fight. You made me work hard. You made me work really hard. you did have a lot of good points on the council, and you know, sometimes you got out of control and sometimes I got out of control, but you brought a lot to the city. And good luck to you, whatever you're going to do. And if I find a house I think you might want to buy, I will call you.
All right.
Next is Brian. I don't know what to say about you, Brian. You are my memory, like she said. You have a great memory. I don't know where you get it, but I know. Good luck to you too.
Thank
you. We're going to miss you up here. And then Skylar. I can't say anything.
Much love, Godspeed, God bless,
To you.
and good luck.
Good luck. And if I need you, I'm going to call you.
Okay.
Okay. It's torn me up. I'm going to need everybody up here to help me. As you well know, I'm going to need you and I'm going to call on you. And believe me, you're going to hear from me a lot. And we're going to have a FFF. It's called Fun Facts Friday. And you will then know what's happening in my office and what's going on. And just be there when I call you. And then, Bill, I remember sitting up in the council chamber when you weren't even, I had to get you appointed. I was up there. And at that point in time, you weren't even appointed. You were just somebody to put on there. And I said, he knows everybody. He's a hardware guy. He was a hardware guy. And from that point on, you took the reins and you moved on and you knew what you wanted. You moved into the city and you've got it to where it is today. I'd be proud of yourself. You know, you've done well. And I got big shoes to fill. And I hope your phone's always on. You know, I love you. And I'm sorry things have gone the way they have. This is not what I was expecting. But as a gift from myself and all the city council members, we'd just like to say thank you and hope that you come back and visit us.
Well, thank you all.
You are welcome.
To come back and check out all those projects he started.
Yeah, you're right on that one.
So I will.
So, goodbye. And good luck to you.
You have a committee report?
I forgot. Do I have any? Rick, do we have anything? No.
All right.
That's what I was going to say, which he was upset at the beginning. I was going to say, I'll take it, Carol. Rick, do you have anything?
So much is going on. I forgot about committee reports. Do you want me to say what happened right before I came here tonight? Can I say that?
Oh, wait,
Meeting?
No,
Uh-huh.
he'll come. He'll
Okay.
present. This one. Pictures, those that will still be here, Pam, and the rest of you, please go over to Yono, which is on Rock Regal, get your pictures taken. On as far as business, I have sent a letter to Senator McConnell, Leader McConnell, on the U.S. Post Office problem. Ask him to look into it to possibly make it to where deliveries come to the houses, to the businesses. We've been getting inquiries on both. It seems to get really, really bad. Then it gets a little bit better. Then it gets really, really bad again. So we've reached out to Senator McConnell requesting that his office use their good offices to make our post office a little better. With that, I want to thank everybody for being here. As you mentioned, Carol and Brian, 22 years ago, I came in here and told Jody, I just want to get the bucket list thing, the 2-year bucket list. I'm going to do politics for 2 years and then I'll go to Florida, go to Disney, and enjoy life. And 22 years later, I'm running for mayor of Louisville. And 10 years later, after that time frame, you all picked me. I didn't even think I was going to be picked that night. I was out on the steps and I remember, I think you're the one that said you better stay. So I didn't even tell my family to stay or anything else. And then you all appointed me and I said, okay, thank you. And I was going to go home and come back later. And Fred Fisher said, no, you're going to be up here. You got to take a seat. And he swears me in and they do the thing about the duel and everything else. I said, again, I thought he was joking. First time I've ever heard the duel thing, and it was at a meeting and, I thought, well, this isn't really real. But through that time frame as council member, you all, the ones that have been to my left here, Ray and Carol and I were the trio that kind of pushed Clay to keep the city honest, to keep the city financially going. Many times we went anywhere from battling him to being sued by him during that time frame. So it was an interesting time to be on the council. It's an interesting time leading the city. It realized at a point that I needed to run for mayor because of where our city was in, the financial condition, the moral condition that it was in. I did not like that because this was my city. This was our city. So I ran for mayor in order to have a council like you all represented, and I appreciate everything you all have done, working with me, fighting with me, working with me. It has been a journey to come through. If you think of all the things we've done, I was hoping to do the presentation of the state of the city for you all, 12 years of, and unfortunately, Jody said keep it short. And so I had to not do it. And, it's pretty bad when you go to KLC meeting and they ask you to say something and they make the comment, yeah, Derek always says every word in the Bible twice before he sits down. But, and one of them is praise the Lord, but that's okay. But it across the 12 years, you think about what we've accomplished, both those that have been here through the whole 12 years, those that have been here 40 years. We have paid off the debt. We've kept the city financially sound. When I first came in, you all remember we used to have to borrow $2 million to make payroll for July and August. And now we have the 25 million sitting there to spend as cash basis. You allowed me to change the budget. You respected me enough to say that we didn't have to do all the line items, and you trusted me enough to do the budget the way we all work together. The employees here realized that budgeting, they didn't have to spend everything at the end of the year. We could put it in an unappropriated and spend it for cash for the next year. Bill and I developed the improvement projects to where all the projects got put in together rather than individually. And we accomplished, you think about the infrastructure of both our buildings and our city is second to none. As Mark mentioned, we're admired across the state as the hallmark city that is both the place to come to live, to love. Our community loves our public works, our police, and actually our council. They thank you all the time for what you have done for this city. So again, we have done anything from a pride and joy that we have out there, the Freedom Wall that has been many times photographed across the state and also by people locally, and even news stations use it to thank our vets. In the Trian Memorial. The Vietnam Memorial is starting yesterday, so that will be coming into the all-inclusive park, to the amphitheater, to simply making people know where downtown was. That, we put the seal in the downtown so people realize that J-Town is right here, and that's why we put the seal there. We redesigned the streetscape so people would start realizing coming into town, it was a runway into the downtown J-Town. And J-Town not only includes, I hope those that are staying here, not only this side of 64, but the other side of 64, because we have no representation over there anymore. But that's okay. It is all inclusive to the point that we will, and I will be at your swearing in, but Angela and I have to go and I have to do a speech for all the representatives and senators who got elected at the Toy House, and that same night.
The same night.
Yeah, so I will come, and then because they asked me to speak, don't know why. I guess they figure I can say all the words in the Bible twice again. So and they wanted to make it longer than should. But and again, we look at the business attraction we did in the park. We have collected more occupational tax without raising taxes, and because the quality and a business and keeping the park 99.4% full is amazing through a pandemic where everything is still going strong. People have requested to be a part of our town. People have both requested, as you saw tonight, Silver Oaks, because of our police department, public works, and permitting and city hall. What you all represent is what they believe in. As you say, 81 is our lowest, by the way. I'm not saying anything, but it is a huge success. Not picking on you, but that the people who live here want to be still part of J-Town. But the biggest compliment to you all and to the city hall is when the business community in the park requests to be annexed. Because a business person asked to be taxed, they're seeing a value that you're bringing to it. And we had over 50 or 100 acres in the park that came to us. And so that was a big compliment. And we were creative, anywhere from the jobs program to when they said we had no sewer capacity. I don't know if you remember that. We declared ourselves developers, and we went out and got sewer capacity, and we sold it at cost. And we had downtown that downtown never needed to be revitalized. It needs to just keep continuing to be the place that people want to come have a great time. This is their community. Downtown, the thought we had was we want something where both the young kid can enjoy it and the older kid, older than us, can enjoy it. So we have redone downtown in that capacity. I can, as you know, we have accomplished many things. We have put forth, we got projects going on right now. We got Patty Lane. The streetscape of Patty Lane is going forward. We got the streetscape downtown, which we're being chastised for, but when it's done, Carol will get raving reviews and the council.
How long will that be?
10 years, no less.
Okay, 4 years.
No, it should be by next gaslight. We should be done.
Okay.
You got the amphitheater that is going full strong. The police department should have started last week. We got all the MSD approvals. Everything's moving along there. You've got the 9/11 memorial that we just finished, and a big thing that was very much complimentary to our public works when we built them that building that they are so in, because it was really not humane for our men and women that may have to go out this weekend on a holiday to keep our streets safe for us to travel on. They were sleeping on the lifts in the garages, and so now they have a place that they can actually they cannot sleep there. I am not going to say that on recording.
Okay.
But they happen to want to sit in a chair and their eyes closed. I will not say a word. And that chair happened to be horizontal. I'm not going to say a word.
Okay.
But it shows to what you all think, both the people that have worked here and the people that are part of our community, because this is J-Town. And we can say it, J-Town. I know Danny never wanted anybody to say anything but Jeffersontown, but I think that if you're from here,
You're say J-Town.
it's J-Town. And let you know that we are Jeffersontown, but at least we're not down to what U of L does. They just do a one symbol L. We're not down to the J. So, but we still are a community that you all can be proud of, a community that can carry forward, and that people are looking forward to the future, as opposed to another community that they're afraid of the future. J-Town is a place they're saying, I want to move to, not move from, a place I feel safe, I feel welcome, and I want to be a part of. And that is a matter of all cultures, all races, and everybody feels welcome here because of what you all do, whether it's a zoning or whether it's how you treat your employees. It's all around a city that you all have made to be the best of the best. Whenever I hire anybody, Chief can tell you this, we always hire the best of the best. I think our council is the best of the best. So I appreciate every day you all put in and every minute that you all believe in this community. And so I want to say thank you for helping me be that person, make this city the best over the 10 years as council and the 12 years as mayor. Let me do what I needed to do and being supportive all along the way. Thank you. God bless and Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
And with that, I will let. Thanks.
I have one little thing. Jody, if you're watching, I think you did get the state of the city in it.
I was thinking the same thing too.
Listen, guys, Matt's gonna take our picture before we.
I just want to let you know one thing. I hope the next mayor gets a bigger gavel than Pancake Me. That's the impression that this city has been.
Mayor, size doesn't matter.
Oh, don't say it on mic.
Wants to stand up or anything?
No, do one sitting down and we'll stand up.
Well, come on. You want to get it like this? You want to get multi?
You gotta get closer.
Come this way.
All right, get closer. Get closer. Mayor, if there's no other business, I make the meeting.
Got one other thing for
Oh, okay. ain't gonna let me have
You
that.
know,
That's Ronnie.
you thought that speech was short, so I have to continue it
There's an addendum.
and keep on going.
Make an amendment to it.
There is another person that we haven't given as much recognition as Carol would have said, but our counselor through this whole thing has led us through many times, has been helpful and creative in many questions that we've had. I know sometimes you may not agree with some of what he has, but for the most part, I can tell you, we have moved the city forward because of what he has done as the city attorney, because he's constantly researching and doing things to the point where Frankfurt has actually called and helped ask him to write state law, and Metro has asked him to write ordinances downtown. So he's very much respected over the years. He's practiced anywhere from down on the islands to the county to J-Town, all around his career. So I want to thank him for helping us through this process. Thank him for his creativity and being a part of this process, and for J-Town would not be where it is if it wasn't for the legal advice we carried forward.
Thank you. It's been a privilege. It's been an honor. Like the mayor said, when I was 31 years old, I spent a year working for Merrill Lynch and on St. Thomas at 31. That was tough duty. But this position was both the most fun I've ever had and the most rewarding. And you come to love J-Town in a way that you just can't put into words. And, you know, it has been everything from cooking hot dogs, being the expert weenie guy at Business Appreciation Day, Zoom Santa Claus. In fact, had the Santa suit here today and caught a family out at the mailbox, and they didn't see me coming. I snuck up behind them, and so you know, I've had so many opportunities like that, and working with you, Mayor, and all of you on council has been a wonderful challenge. And what we've done and been able to do, I'm so grateful for. When I came in and interviewed with the mayor, I said that my job was not to say no. My job was to find a way to say yes and always do the right thing the right way for the right reasons. And unbelievably, I mean, some of the things that we've only had 2 or 3 lawsuits in 10 years, which is almost unheard of. If you think about how much activity this city does on a given day. We had no civil service commission hearings in my entire tenure. We did it the right way for the right reasons. So thank you all for the opportunity. I will not say I will miss you. I say you will be with me in my prayers, in my heart, and in my memory. Thank you very
I
much.
hope you keep your phone on, Skylar.
I'm
I hope you
sorry.
keep your phone on too.
So how many weddings did you perform here?
Oh, probably 15.
People don't realize
Yeah,
they come in the front door and ask to be married, and then all of a sudden the city attorney shows up.
yeah.
happens
They
to
would
be a
say,
minister.
"Do you all have a judge?" And they'd say, "No, but we have a minister." And so down I'd come with my book, and there you go. And that was a lot of fun. Yeah.
I'll be darned.
Skylar, you have been an excellent city attorney. You have done a great job, and I appreciate your help with our zoning cases that we had because they were crazy, and you were amazing during those. It was great.
Thank you. And you know, I thought, well, you know, you're giving me the ordinance that you always told me. I pity you every time you have to read that thing. So, I finally going out the door figured out how to shorten it.
How many ordinances have you done during your tenure?
150.
150. Wow. It's a lot.
We've been
Yep.
busy. You all been busy. That's not, it didn't count the resolutions that we've done during that time frame, so. Any other comments? Hearing none, I will entertain the closing of my last meeting after 22 years of sitting in a chair up here, looking out for the betterment of the city and working with you.
Mayor, I had a question.
I am not entertaining any other questions. I am calling rule of order on Ronnie.
Mr. Powell, Councilman
Mayor?
Powell, Councilman Powell, with all due respect, can we let one of these two make the first and the second on that adjournment, please?
Yes, I
Since it's their
can.
final
Mayor?
meeting.
If there's no other
Never
business,
mind.
I
Go
make
ahead.
a motion, we adjourn.
You do that, we'll both say, we'll second it together.
All right.
All right, go for it,
Your turn in
Ronnie.
a second.
Ronnie's made a motion to close the meeting
I've made the motion.
and
Second.
it's in harmony.
I was going to say that's good luck to whoever's listening to that.
Okay, can we play that back? Make sure that it's all good. You know, the great thing is, we fight, we're family. We joke, we kid, but at the end of the day, as y'all said, this is our city.
This is our city.
With that being said, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Um,
Opposed?